Hi. I'm sitting here staring. Did it work? Hi. The camera just spins. Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with Saturday morning live. I am running late. How late am I? Oh my gosh, 8 minutes. All right, guys, I'm late, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm here. They're telling me off. No one's on anyway. They're all sleeping. It's a Saturday morning here, guys. 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Let me rephrase that. 10.09 a.m. Is it 09? 09 now? It's Saturday morning, Melbourne, Australia time. And we are having our live. We're doing our live antics today as well. So keep your eyes peeled on that. We've got lots to do today, lots to cover, and lots of information that you need to know for this week. Pretty easy, pretty simple live we're going to have today. And I'm going to pour my water because I didn't do it before. So just bear with me, guys. Cheers to everyone. Bear with me, bear with. Hi, Claptrap. Hi, Claptrap. Hello, hello. Cheers, everyone. All right. Hello, Ashley. We've got people coming in slowly but surely. Don't forget to pop your live chat on and not your top chat, because if you do top chat, you only see some of the chat and not all of it. So either it's live or all. You get, I think there's a choice on different devices that you're using. I was late by 8 minutes. I had very good reason to be late. I couldn't find my green hat, but it's here now. This is the hat that we use for live antics. Some of the names are still in there from last time. Well, excuse me. We have live antics today. Yay. Hi, Green Butterfly. We have live antics today. We've been waiting for this for a couple of weeks, which is good. And you're probably wondering, why are we doing it today? Because we're almost caught up. And I say almost because the next two videos you see, which one of them is totally complete. What? It didn't go up because I wanted to pop our gorgeous little poppies up yesterday. And I thought about it. I said, look, people are going to need time to make their little poppies for Anzac Day here in Melbourne, Australia on the 25th, which is this Thursday coming. So I thought, let's pop the poppies. Let's pop the poppies up. You say that fast 10 times, I do. Let's pop the poppies up first, giving you two versions. So you get a chance to have a simple flat one where you can just wear like that on your top with obviously the brooch thing at the back, or even just a safety pin and pin it to your top. Or you can have something as gorgeous as this because you like to be seen. And looking after our veterans who have looked after us in the past. So there you go. Now, let's go right back to everyone. Ashley says, thumbs up, guys. Cost you nothing. And it does mean the world to me. It really does. People don't think it does, but it does. Raylene, beautiful Raylene, lovely to have you. Oh, Green Butterfly says water time already. Cheers. Got news about that after too. Green Butterfly says thumbs up. Thank you. Sherry B is here. Lovely to have you here, Sherry. All right, so people are starting to slowly come in. We are doing live antics today, guys, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I found the hat finally. You know, every time I talk about it, I say, oh, it's down here somewhere, but it wasn't. I had it up in a cupboard, locked away, and I don't know why. Maybe we had people coming that day. Might have had visitors or something, and I just hid everything away, as you do. It was a lot cleaner here last week. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I think yesterday or the day before, I came in and I was searching for some colours for something. I think it was live antics. But anyway, we won't go there. And I just tossed things everywhere. I've got yarn on the floor here, yarn on the floor. I never put it away. It's weird. I always put that stuff away, but not today. All right, so everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. I hope you liked that little video. It was a quick and easy video. It was longer than I thought it would be because I decided to give you the two versions at the same time. Initially, the original version is something like this. When I say original, the flat version. So if you're looking for a flat version, that's one. But this one here is more of a, I don't know, show pony version, if you will. I don't know what you want to call it. I really don't. Truly don't know what you want to call it. Water time, says Green already. Cheers. Green, you really want me to drink that water, don't you? You must see it in my face. I'm a little bit dehydrated today. We'll talk about that in a minute. Yours truly a little bit slow today. I had the flu jab yesterday. I did yesterday afternoon. I think it was about, I don't know, 2-ish. And there was a line a mile long at the chemist ready to do the pharmacy, if those of you who are overseas, ready to do the flu jab. And I have to say, it did nothing to me except made me sleep. All I've been doing is going like this, crocheting and out. I'm thinking, what am I doing? I don't sleep, right? And just, and I just kept doing it all afternoon yesterday. And I think because of it, I was kind of a little bit dehydrated this morning. So I've been drinking a little more than usual. So there you go. Ouch. Yeah, I know, Cherry. Mary missed the lives. Oh, Emma, lovely to have you here, honey. Lovely to have you here. You're in on the right day. We are talking all about live antics today, which is when one of our lovely subscribers gets the chance to choose the color of our very next tutorial. Well, you won't see it this week. It won't happen till the week after. It gives me a whole week to think about what I'm going to do. And literally, as I sat down, I thought, something did come to mind, but I'm not going to say, because it should have happened months ago, and it's not very big, so we can do it in between our tops and our vests and things. It's morning, so I'm drinking toast and jam tea. Oh, everybody's talking about that. I never get the flu jab. Last time I got really sick. You know what I did once? I used to do it every year because I did work with the little ones, and so it was free to us, and they preferred that they didn't tell us we had to have it, but they preferred that we took it so that we weren't too unwell during the winter months. And like every time a little one would sneeze or cough, you would catch it. So to be fair, I thought I'll start taking it then. And I took it then for years, and I woke up every morning with this massive bruise, and I'm talking like a massive lump. I thought, this is not normal. Big black. 1 year, it was black for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I thought, what are they, animals? Are they just like jab that needle in or something? What's going on? Anyway, so I stopped doing it after I stopped working there. I stopped doing it. And then I got really ill one time. I thought, you know what, next year I'll take it. And I've been taking it ever since. It's been, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. So I do it once a year. But apparently, now I've got to do my homework on this, because I spoke to the pharmacist yesterday and she says to me, oh, you know, Mary, this only lasts for 4 months. I went, what? She said, yeah, the flu jab, everybody gets it once a year, but it only lasts for 4 months. I said, no, I've never heard of that. She said, it's true. This is why they tell you to get your flu jab just before winter. Don't get it in January. They tell you to get it just before our winter here in Australia, which is April, May. Usually May, they prefer you to take it. And I thought, I didn't know that all this time. I thought if you get it once a year, you're safe for the year. But you're not, according to this lady. So I haven't done my homework yet. I've got to check that out. But I was curious when she said that to me. I thought, nah, that can't be true. But she is a pharmacist, and that's what she does. She gives out flu jabs. She did mine last year too, but I don't remember her saying this to me last year. Anyway, it's possible she's right, because I got really ill in November. I had the flu jab in March, April, May, June, July, August. It would have finished up. And remember November, late November, I got really ill for like 5 weeks, 2 weeks with no voice online. Remember that? And I had to stop my lives for a couple of weeks. I don't know if you all remember that, but I was so unwell. It was, I thought, what? I've never been that sick. And it lasted 5 weeks. So it's possible she's right. May not have been the flu, but who knows? I nod off all the time with hook in hand. I don't do this, Sherry. I'm usually I don't sleep much at all. Can't you tell? The bag's under the eyes usually. It's morning, so I'm drinking toast. Yes, we've said that already. I must have said these already. Hi, Elaine. Lovely to have you. Beautiful Kiki's in the house. Oh, and the lovely Anne McSee has arrived. Lovely to have you here. And today is a good day to be here. We have a live antics. We're going to be doing live antics roughly in about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. 20 minutes, maybe. All right, but we're first going to talk about what happened on the channel last week and what's happening this week. Now, I promised you both the vests. They're both taking a long time to finish up. I don't know, both one vest and one top. This is the top. I'm not going to show you anymore, because if I show you anymore, you're going to work it out. I have, get this, 4 rounds, and it's working in the round now, left to do. And about 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I thought, you know what? I really should put the poppy up today. I really should put it up, because I thought it's going to give people time to make their poppies and speak to, you know, their RSLs or their veterans, the elderly citizens veterans places where all these things are made for, and gives them time to tell them that they can give them some donations as well. So you can sell your poppies, but, you know, I say give back to the veterans if you can. If you can, that's only if you can. I'm not pushing anyone to give people money. I got to cover myself. Everybody says, so he's always talking about giving people money. It's not like that. It's if you are going to create these and you're going to make money off them, remember it is for the veterans. Yay. Now, so I didn't put the vest up on purpose. Let's try that again. Scratch it, reverse it. I didn't put the blue top up on purpose like I promised because I wanted to get this out first. Now this is out. You guys got plenty of time to create it on Monday. Even though it's pattern writing day, you will get that top, the blue top, because like I said, I only have 4 rounds. I do that in front of the TV and get it done in about 15 minutes. So it's no big deal for me. 4 rounds to go. And then all I have to tell you to do is weave in those ends. So it's actually ready. In fact, all of it is recorded. It's not actually edited yet. But apparently I'm going to be home alone all day tomorrow, which is good for me. So I'm going to spend Sunday, can you believe this, editing that video so that we can upload it on Monday. It works well because when I'm alone, I sit there and start thinking of new things to make. I don't want to do that. I want to finish off what we have. So I'm going to edit the blue top videos. There's a lot there. It kind of works out to be an hour and 30 minutes, but I'm going to cut a lot of it's this. So don't worry, I'll cut it out. I promise. It may not look as more professional as my usual videos, but I will cut it out. I'm getting hiccups now. I'm going to have a drink, guys. Give me a second. All right. Hopefully that worked. Great butterfly just says water time as I did it. Cheers. Okay. I watched your poppy tutorial. Loved it. Thank you, Elaine. I'm old enough to be offered a flu jab, but by the time it's my turn in winter, is almost over, so I don't bother. I only get one during the big C. Yes, as we all did, because we had no choice in those days. Well, we probably did. We could afford it, but we didn't. My sister is sending me a pattern to crochet of a blanket that my mum made for us for our kids, but someone stole mine, so it will be good to have. Oh, that's nice, Ashley. Oh, that's lovely. I'm always thinking of what to make. Well, Ashley, keep your eyes peeled because after these 2 tops, lots of fun stuff is coming. I mentioned it in the very first video this year. It's called the beginning video of 2024 or something like that. In fact, I'll pop a link to that video in the more section down below after the live, or the description box down below after the live. If you want to click on that, you'll think, wait a minute, what unusual thing is coming up next? Well, it's different. It's fun. We're going to try something new. But we're not doing it until these tops are finished. So first top that you will see on Monday, you'll see this one. This Thursday coming is our day off for Anzac Day, Thursday the 25th of April. So there will not be a tutorial on that day. However, on Tuesday, I hope to get something out, whether it's part 4, part 5 of the vest, or something. I'll see how I go at recording part 5. If I don't get that out, you will see a short, and then you'll get part 5 on the Friday. All right. If I finish the part 5 before Wednesday, you might see it Wednesday accidentally before the live, maybe. But I don't think I might be able to upload it Thursday, but I'm not going to guarantee it, because I know at that stage people are coming and going in the house when it's full of people. And I say filled with people. People just come and go in this house. They go, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Okay. And then they go. And then half an hour later, 10:30, someone comes. And 11 o'clock, someone leaves. And someone's having a shower, and someone's making noise, and someone's blending, and there's always something happening in the house when the house is on a public holiday or a day off or something like that. So I don't get that opportunity to record. I can get the opportunity to edit. So if I have it all recorded, I might be able to have that chance to edit it. So you may see it Thursday, but I'm not going to guarantee. Yeah. So let's just say Friday for the vest. Just this way you can actually be aware that it's coming. Like it is coming this week, but there's no time on what day it will come. Now I'm messing around here. You can't see this, but I've got a big mess on the table. Some yarn collapsed. I don't know what this yarn is for though. I am so naughty. I don't know how you put up with me. Look at that. That didn't make anything. It's like this. I don't know what I've done. But if you want to know what this is leftover yarn from our blanket. Respect to the past and present service people, lest we forget, absolutely, lest we forget these gorgeous people who looked after us in our time. Time for us to look after them. I'm sorry, let's try that again. Who looked after us in their time. Time for us to look after them in our time. That's something I always say in my brain. I don't know if it makes any sense, but this is just such a mess. But that's what I say. So yeah, lest we forget. You know, I think every country has this kind of a day where they make something for them, and we're making our poppies. And if you, like I said, if you want to sell them, make sure you speak to your local venue where your veterans are and ask them if they want the cash. You don't have to, but it would be nice to give back. That's all. All right, so the reason I'm winding up this color yarn, as you can see right here, is that literally before the live, this one and the purple one collapsed. Oh, would you look at that? I've got the green and the purple. Look at them. They're both collapsed. And the grey, I have some lying around. It's in a million pieces as well. But I just thought I'd show you the grey in this colour here. I don't have the yellow on me. I think the yellow we used for something else, or it's somewhere else. I've been looking everywhere for it. That's why I was going through yarn yesterday thinking, what did I do with the yellow? I know I didn't finish it all. So as you can see, whilst I'm talking, that you will have 3 colours today to choose from. Look at this. They're in different. I don't get what it's something that I've done. I don't know what I've done. It's in different sections. And you will get the choice between the 3 colours, but you'll only be allowed to pick one of them today. Now, this particular project that we're going to make with today's live antics is going to be a project that you're going to see throughout the next few weeks. What? They're saying, what are you talking about? Now, I mentioned, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I am going to tell you it's going to be, each project will look that small, like a square. Yeah, that small or a bit bigger. I haven't decided yet because I haven't done the math. And we're going to create something with it. Now, you don't have to. You can actually use the project as a pattern testing, you know, testing the actual stitch, not pattern testing, stitch testing, to test the stitch. You can use it for that. Or you can do what we're doing. This is an 8-ply or a DK weight or a 3-weight cotton. You can also use a 10-ply or an Aran weight. So you have a choice. It's not a wearable, so heads up. And you can make as many as you like, or you can stick to the pattern that we're going to make, which I'll talk about when we do this particular color. Not this one, or this one. So whichever color you choose today out of these 3 will be one of the colors. And when I tell you we're doing something for that project in the future, I'm not going to mention the project until you see this first color, whichever it may be. And then we'll talk about the project. So I like to keep them, I'm very naughty like that. I like to keep it a secret now. I never used to. I used to say it all the time. And then I thought, nah, let's put a bit of mystery in it. It's not a blanket. It's not something very big. Ooh, got fluff going everywhere now. Get out of my water. Nearly every male in my family, other than me and my kids' generation, have fought for us. And how cool is that to be able to give back to them, Ashley? Yeah, how cool is that? All right, so that's what Live Antics is going to be all about today. The next Live Antics will be the same, but a different stitch. What? It's not the Swatch Blanket of 2021. Was it 2021? Did we do it in 21? I can't remember. But I tell you what I will do, once again, another tutorial. I'll put the playlist of that Swatch Blanket in the description box down below. Now, if you want to learn crochet, that's the blanket to start with, because what happens is we made a blanket for, we made squares, 20 centimeter squares, or 10 inches or whatever it is, 5 inches, I can't remember, 4 inches, who knows. It was 20 centimeter squares. I guess all this fluff is everywhere. You can't see it, but I can. And we made those squares and we put them together at the end of the year and made a beautiful blanket. Each square was a different stitch that we were learning that month. Sometimes we did 2 a month, okay? But I loved making that blanket. That was my favorite thing to make for an annual project. Not for the whole of my crochet here on Crochet Designs on YouTube, but in reference to blankets, try that again, in reference to annual projects that we make every year, that was my favorite project to make. I do like the jacket. It's just taken a long time for me to get sorted out with the jacket. But the actual blanket itself, the Swatch Blanket of 21, I'm sure it was 21, might have been 22. Can't remember. Anyway, you'll see the upload after the live. I can't get this. Look at this mess. So when you choose live antics, after that, I will wind up, and I'll just keep winding up throughout this live as well. But we're going to move right along. I'm not going to, because I'm struggling. Look, I've got a big knot there. You don't want to see it. What a mess. So moving right along. And now let me get, I've got my page has been turned over. All right. So moving right along. This Monday, like I said, even though I don't upload, you will get this blue top. Yeah, you'll get that. And on Tuesday, I said I hope to do some of the next part of the vest, whether it's complete. Now, where are we with the vest? We've done the back, and you've seen that a million times. Oh, look, I'll show you that too, because someone might be new on the channel and might not have seen it. So that's the back of our vest. Oh, I still haven't adjusted the errors. I've got them all written down. I have to go into the actual videos and adjust the errors to the blanket, yeah? Oh, vest, not a blanket. It's a vest. I got blanket on the brain now. So there's the back of it. Yeah. And here we have the left front of it. That's not finished. The left front is going to have from here to there, down the front, probably 2.5 centimeters, or I'm not sure what that is in inches, guys. If you are from the US, can you let me know what that is in inches? I will have the inches up on the video whilst we do it, extra, so that it can sit properly on your shoulder there, and it can sit exactly in front, maybe a little bit over. Each side will be a little bit over. That gives you an opportunity to put your buttons on. All right. So that's the left front. And the next part we'll be doing is the ribbing of the left front and then part of the right front. And what I'll do, I'll get you to this stage of the right front, right up there. And then I'll give you the option. You go away and you do all your rows. And then if there's still time on that tutorial, then we will attach it to the back and we will work on the ribbing, because the sleeve ribbing, because that means once you do one sleeve, you'll know how to do the next and you'll be done. So what I will do, if it's too big, the video, I will hold it out, but you'll get the next part the very next day, for the simple fact that it's very simple. It's just that I couldn't fit it all in one video, and it's just sometimes more than an hour and 20 minutes. The people get sick of watching, and I get it. I get that they think, well, I'm done with this vest. They pop it in the tub, and like me, they don't complete it. Notice how I say like me. So what I'm going to do is cut them shorter, and that gives them a time to take a break and work on something else that want to play with. And then they think, right, Tuesday, the next part's up, and they can go back to that. So this is the reason why I'm starting to break them up in separate parts, more than popping one video in all at once. It doesn't always happen where something like this will be broken up. This is just like a crochet along that we've all done together. Occasionally you'll get an item that I'll say, right, 20 rows this way, do some sides, fronts, put the top on like this, and off you go. So I'll do a more professional version where the more professional crocheter can actually watch. You're going to see that more often over the next few months. I'm still going to work on the easier projects for the new crocheter. But over the next few months, I'm going to change a little bit to the way we record here on YouTube. I'm going to show you some of the new ways that people are actually recording as well, where you're just talking to them saying, this is how I did this. And then you get the opportunity to watch that way. So the more professional crocheter knows exactly what they're doing, and they create their own, in their own way, but use a similar style that I did, or whatever it is that they pick up from that video. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. I'm going to have a drink, guys, because I'm losing my voice. Cheers. I'm pretty sure it's a flu jab because I'm so tired. So tired. All right, sorry, what yarn can we use? I missed it. Oh, for the Live Antics. The Live Antics, you can use either 8-ply or 10-ply, DK weight or Aran. You could use a thicker yarn, but it really doesn't look good. It looks better in that weight. Or even if you wanted to, you could use an even thinner weight. Yours just won't work out as big as ours. That's all. That's all. Drink up, says Ashley. Oh, thanks, Ashley. Thumbs up, Ashley. Water time, says Green. I'm going to finish this cup very soon. Fluffy Kitten, hi, has just arrived. Yes, everyone's saying hello. Carmen has just arrived. Carmen, lovely to have you here. We are about to start Live Antics very soon. I'm going to put some names in the hat of the people who are already here. Look at that. I'm going to take them out and start putting some names in the hat whom are already here. She's not here. She's not here. She's not here. Oh, gosh, they're not here. Oh, my gosh. Sherry B. Sherry B, you're still here. I'm going to pop you in the hat. Woohoo. Sherry B's in. Catherine's not here. Karen's on the cruise enjoying her life. Marty's not here. He might come, but he's not. Who else? Lorraine's not here. Bonnie's not here. Oh, gosh. After all this, half these people aren't here. Anna's not here. Pamela's not here. If they come in. Paula's not here. Hi, Luana. Lovely to have you here. We're just about to talk about Live Antics. Oh, I've got 2 for Anna. That means that I've rewritten. Oh, I've got another one for Sherry. I've rewritten. How about that? Elaine. Is Elaine in? Elaine, did you come in? Let me know. I'll leave that there if you came in. Carmen's here. Carmen's here. So I'm going to pop Carmen in the hat. Yes, Carmen's in the hat. Fluffy just came in. Good timing, Fluffs. You are in the hat. I'll get to you in a minute, Claptrap. Give me a moment. Hopefully I've got your name here. Ashley, you are in the hat. Otherwise, I'll write your names. Don't stress. You're not going to miss out. I've got 2 for Ashley. Let's get rid of 2. And Corrine's not in, is she? Ashley, you're here. I've got you down. I'm going to put on Claptraps because Claptrap is here. Now, if you are here and I did not mention your name yet, just tell me yes if you're here. If you want to be a part of Live Antics. Now, if you're new to our channel and you don't know what Live Antics is your name goes into a hat. I shuffle the names, I pull one name out, and then I get you guys to choose a color combination of our very next Live Antics tutorials. Very exciting. And Green says yes. That's funny I didn't have your name there, Green. Very unusual. Very unusual. All right, so let's pop, firstly, Claptrap's name in. Claptrap is in. And Green, the lovely Green, is here. Green, and she's a lovely Green. Poor Green. I don't know how you put up with me, Green Butterfly. She's an absolute angel, our Green. We love Green, don't we, guys? We love everyone. Green, you're in a hat. Beautiful Raylene. It's funny I didn't have your name here either. And you're usually always on. Odd. Might be on the floor with everything else, Raylene. Raylene's laughing. She's saying, oh gosh, Mary's at it again. All right, so there's a lovely Raylene. Now, guys, sometimes I just rush your names. So if I've spelt them wrong, don't even think twice. You know what? Every time I do this, check this out. I have this much left. I should just make them, like I should make the writing bigger. I finish off the whole page. All right. Now, just first world problems. Anne McSee, and the lovely Anne is here. Beautiful Anne. I better put Anne M. I don't think we have another Anne in, but just in case. Just in case. Anne M. Now, guys, I will be mentioning your name in the tutorial, but just your first name. You know who you are. Yeah. So I say, let's say if Mary won it, I say, okay, Mary chose the color combination purple today because that kind of thing. All right. So who did I miss? We've got Anne. Anyone else that I didn't call your name out and you would like to go in the hat If not, just keep popping me on the chat there, and I will pop you in. I'm not going to call the names out right now because there's a few in there. I can call them out if I want to, but I'd like to hold out until I get everyone on. So I'm going to hold out another 5 minutes or so and see if anyone else comes on the live. All right. So if I didn't mention your name, please let me know. Oh, Kiki, did I hear my name? But it's the pink. There's no pink, Kiki. Do you not want your name put in if there's no pink? You tell me, darling. You tell me. But the risk of not putting your name in, if I put your name in when there's a pink and you don't get called out, you're never going to get called out, darling. It's up to you, darling. If you don't want your name in, that's another thing, guys. If you don't want your name in, just let me know. I don't mind. It's not a compulsory thing. You know what? Live Antics I introduced only for a bit of fun, where my subscribers, our subscribers, I say our because there's more to this channel than just me, where our subscribers can be involved with us here at Wild Crochet Designs. Okay, please, I'm cool with that. My time will come. You're happy to, I don't know now. Did you say you want to go in? Look, it doesn't matter if you get chosen twice now. I'm letting the hat do its job. I don't care if you've been chosen 5 weeks in a row. That's bad. That's not good for anybody else. But I'm happy to pop you in. So if you say yes, I will pop you in. Yeah. Yvonne says, morning, Yvonne. Do you want to be in Live Antics, darling? I'm pretty sure you do. But I'll start writing your name and you tell me yes or no. How's that? Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't know. I've got a cut on my hand. How did that happen? She gets so sidetracked. She's so sidetracked. What's wrong with her? Yvonne, I'm going to pop your name in and you oh, you do. Oh, Luana, the lovely Luana. There's another one. How did I miss your name, darling? Thank you. I always want my name in. Yes, Ashley, your name is already in. And to be fair, I found 2 of your names. I've got to be careful not to put 2 in, yeah? Oh, naughty me. That was, who was it? Yvonne. Yvonne, you're in. Luana, I'm going to write your name. Lovely Luana. How are you feeling, Luana? I hope you're well. I did it again. Oh, my gosh. What is wrong with me? Look at that. A little bit right up the top. I'm so weird. Luana, I'm so weird. She's so weird. You're in, baby. Water time, says Green. Let's all have a drink of water. Cup number 1. And away we go. I'm so glad I bought this jar. The only thing, jug, the only thing I forget is I forget to take it out after the live. And then the day later, I see it sitting here. I want to take it out and wash it and get it ready for the next live. I don't use it during the week. You know, I probably should. I only use this for my lives, but I probably should use this during the week. Instead of drinking from a bottle, which hurts my gums, it really does, I should drink from a glass and just pour it when I'm ready. Oh, drink up, says Ashley. Cheers, Ashley. Yes, everyone's saying hello. Yes. Kiki, did you say yes, you want to be in, or no? You tell me. I've forgotten what you said. I got a little confused. Hi, everyone who has just come in. I like that, Ashley. Just say hi to everyone. You can't go wrong with that, can you? All right. So this is what's happening today. We're doing Live Antics. We're choosing between 3 colors. It is going to be a project that we have never, well, we kind of have, but not like this, made on the channel. I love it. No, as above, I'll pass. Thanks. Okay, thank you, darling. You're stubborn. All right, honey. That's all right. You and me both, darling. You and me both. I am so stubborn that I'm not even going to get into it. Stuff that's happened to me this week, I've thought, I just want to smack someone. You just want to say, snap out of it, you know. I'm so stubborn. All right. So what we're going to do over the next few weeks with this small Live Antics project is one person gets to choose the color combination today for next week. Just one color. And in about a week's time, maybe a week and a half, depending on if we get time, it's all about how quickly we can get those tutorials up. And if we can't, I'll know it gives me that extra week. Then the next person gets to choose a color combination for the same project. But by the time I create this project, they'll know what's happening. Yeah. But for the first person today, they don't know. So they just have to choose one color. Sorry. Don't you love it? No, you can't go wrong. That's right, Ash. I could use a good clip around the ear myself. Been overworking myself, so I volunteer to be punch. Oh no, sweetie, don't do that, darling. Don't do that. Don't overwork yourself, honey. Take a break. Listen to Dr. Mary. Listen to the weirdo Mary. I think we are all a little stubborn. You know what I think, Ashley? I don't know if it's me, but I find the older I get, the more stubborn I become. It's like, I'm pretty sure I was stubborn when I was young, but it's getting worse. Not that I'm aging at all, because I'm still 29. Is there anybody else who would like to be a part of Live Antics? We are about to do Live Antics right now. I cut that short. We're about to do Live Antics right now. I'm going to shuffle it about. Is there anyone who hasn't got their name in this hat? And I'm very itchy now because I've touched some dust. It must have been that skein of yarn when I was winding it. Oh, the dust was driving me nuts. I'm extremely stubborn, Ashley. Oh, Kiki, hilarious. This is what I remember of our lives. We'd all get on and say something absolutely weird, and starting from me. Now, I see some more people getting on our lives. So if you're not in our Live Antics, I don't know what you want to call it, a pool, if you will. Oh, speaking of pools, no, we'll hold Live Antics over for 1 second. Last week, we were discussing a scrap project with the, I'm so itchy now, with the yarn left over. Oh, I'm in a lot of bad way. With the yarn left over from our temperature blanket a couple of years ago. And we first talked about making a vest, but someone mentioned a sweater. Do we want to make a scrap vest or a scrap sweater? Now, I've got a lot of names here of people who said what they said. Lorraine said vest. Alicia, I think Alicia says vest. Claptrap says vest. Anna says vest. Now, people wanted sweater. Ashley, Sherry, Middle, Sticky, Luana, Green, Yvonne, Catherine, probably Mary, but Mary will go either way. Talking about myself in the third tense, I will either go for a scrap vest or a scrap sweater. I don't care because I love them both. So for me, I'm happy either way. We're not in a hurry to make this. I haven't designed it yet, so I need to design it. I am going to make it very simple so that the new crocheter can do it as well as us. There is some technique in it, like anything, but I'm going to make the stitch extremely simple. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm going to do it, guys, because no one else is telling me they want to be on. So if you want to be on, you're going to not get the chance now. Are you ready? Are we all ready? Ready. And here we go. There we go. Let's see who this is. This one is, oh, it's the lovely Green. Oh, the beautiful Green. She's an angel. The lovely Green. But Green, there's no green here for you, darling. Usually when I say green butterfly, and there's a green there, it's obvious she's going to choose green. But guess what? There's no green. Now, what is here, as you know, and you would have seen it. You know what I'm going to do quickly, Green, so you can see it in full. You've seen it probably before, but you'll see it again. The colours you will see is the grey, yeah, the green, and the purple. Beautiful. This is an 8-ply cotton, but you can use the DK weight or the Aran weight for this project. Oh, and there's another look at the green. Oh, there is green. What am I saying? There is green. It's a light green. Duh. My brain. All right, so the purple. I'm sorry about the disheveled look of it. We're going to wind it up during the live. The purple, the green, and the grey. And it doesn't matter which colour you choose, darling. I'm happy if you choose the green. So they are very pretty colours, as you've seen in the blanket. Together they make beautiful colours. I don't know. Green, gee, that's funny. How did that not surprise me? And I'm sitting there. That was the first thing I was winding up earlier. I'm thinking, how did I say there was no green when there was green? Green, thank you very much, honey. And congratulations again for winning this part of our, I don't know, our channel's fun lives. We do this every Saturday or every second Saturday, depending on how many tutorials we have to upload. Now, Green, just a quick heads up to let you know, it won't be uploaded this week. It doesn't upload now till the week later. It gives me an opportunity to create something gorgeous with it. Now, I do know what I'm making anyways, So it's kind of a little bit redundant in that area. It doesn't always happen. Usually I don't know what I'm creating and it takes me a week to think about it, right? And then the day before it goes up, I think, I haven't got anything. But today I actually do have the project in mind. And it's a project that's going to be combined by 4 or 6, I haven't decided, many subscribers. So unless you win it again next time. Well, I know there was one lady who won it twice in a row. Was it you, Sherry? I don't know who it was. They won it twice in a row. And I thought, oh, everyone's going to hate me. Be right back. 5, multitasking isn't working for me. Oh, that's all right, darling. We'll see you soon, Kiki. That's all right, darling. So yeah, green. I've just got to unwind this yarn and we'll do it while we're talking. Oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't. It's making me so itchy. Look at the fluff. Can you see the fluff? Is it just me? Am I going mad? Does it look like I'm going, oh, you know, this weird invisible creature in front of the camera? Cheers, everyone. So Beautiful Green Butterfly won the live antics today. Your first project will go up either on the Tuesday or next week, this week, or the Thursday. Okay. And also next week coming, you will also get a video vlog update because by then we would have finished our top, at least finish that top, which is going up Monday. And I'm not sure if we'll be finished a vest. I'm going to say yes. Yes. But we'll see. Congrats. Thank you, Anne. Congratulating the lovely Anne McSee. Congratulating the lovely Green. Oh, have we frozen? Have we? Is it just Green or is it my connection? Usually around this time, it's around 45 minutes. What are we on? We're on 41 minutes. It's around this time that we freeze a little bit. I think you're possessed, Mary. Thanks, Anne. You're frozen. Is everyone still frozen? Oh, you're still seeing nothing. Oh, gosh, I hope it starts working soon. No, it's okay for Yvonne. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. It's frozen for some people. It does look a little slow for me. I can see my mouth moving faster than that. It's all good now. You kind of glitches on sound. Oh, frozen for Green. Oh, no. I hope you don't have to cut out. With our annual vest, can we do different squares? You mean the jacket instead of sunburst? You've already asked me this, Ashley. As long as you have the same measurements, you can do a different square. You have asked me this before. Yep, you can do a different square for sure. It's better now. Thanks, Carmen. It's going in and out, says Anne, says Elaine. All good for Raylene. Oh, isn't it interesting? Did a little bit with me, but fine now. Okay, you're okay now. That's funny because it doesn't seem to do too much with me. You love the sunburst square. I know I love the sunburst square. It does, I have to admit, it does look better with thicker yarn. You know, this is a thinner yarn. The DK weight's a lot thinner than usual. Mine is fine. It glitched for a few seconds. I'm just going to get rid of the hat now. Try not to put it in the wrong spot again, Mary. But I was a bit slow this morning on coming on the live. It's just the flu jab. It really put me out, made me sleep. Mine is fine. It glitched for a few years. We've got all that. Going in and out. Is it still going in and out? Oh. Is it still going in and out for everyone or just, I couldn't remember. Yes, you did, darling, you did. And yes, for those of you who are making the jacket, I'm sure I put the squares in here. Yes, I did. For those of you making the jacket, this square here with us, as long as you have the same size, you can use another square. Okay, stick to the size on the pattern though, because it's got to suit your body. So just make sure you stick to that size, but you can use whatever square you like. You can use a solid color if you want. And a lot of people saying that they like the solid color too, which is very interesting, because these beautiful squares, they look lovely in separate colors. But that's just me, you know. Maybe I'm being a little fussy. She's fussy, everyone. Hey, she's allowed to be. She's old. No, she's not. She's only 29. You know, when I was young, I used to say to people, oh, let her go. She's done lots in her life. Let her do what she wants to do. I'm the one that people should let me do what I want to do now. What they're saying, you're not old. Yeah, all right, then I'll agree with anyone. Depends on what they're saying about me. Look at this. Look at this. I am not a happy Larry. By the time we do the tutorial, you will have it unraveled green and it will actually be wound up. Yeah. When I get that opportunity to start, actually, the scrap project is part of this anyway. So I should say that this is one of the first scrap projects we're doing. So when I get the opportunity, I will do a scrap video showing you what you can do with certain amounts of your scraps. This way you can decide what you want to use your scraps for. Now, I have a friend who's not on the live at the moment, but occasionally gets on the live in the background. And what she does is she makes her project, whether it's a vest or a jacket or a skirt, whatever she makes. Then she might have like 30 grams left of the yarn, or 100 grams, 110, 115, whatever. She will wind the whole thing up and she will make granny squares, tiny little ones, not these big ones like this, tiny, tiny little ones. And then at the end of the year, or whatever, however many squares she makes, she literally puts them all together and makes a blanket. How cool is that? So she gets so much out of hers, instead of like me, where I just shove it all in because I'm not winding it up and I'm not using it, put it that way. She gets more benefit out of her yarn than we get when we buy it. So when we buy a new yarn, we're always thinking, okay, we need 600. No, let's say if I need 640 grams and Bendigo yarn comes in 200 grams. Yeah. So what I will do is I'll buy the 800 grams, because you can buy them in 100 gram skeins at the back in the warehouse. They have that area in Bendigo Woolen Mills. You can walk in there and you can buy it that way. But I won't do it. I'll literally buy the 800 grams. So I'll walk away with about 140 grams or 130 grams. And all I do is just shove them all in bags and shove them back on the shelf. And do you think I go through them so that I can say in the next project, I only need an extra 100 grams. I've got 140 in there of that color, but I won't touch that. I'll go out and buy a whole new skein. Why not? But the idea in that scrap video is to show you to do that and to label it and to put it aside. So when you want to make that cardigan or that jumper or that skirt or whatever, and you only need an extra 40 grams, that's where it'll be, right? If you're not worried about dye lot, then that's where it'll be. If you're worried about dye lot and you have the dye lot label, you can ring the company and say, this is what I've done before, by the way. I've got this label. Tell me, do you have any more of this dye lot in stock? And this was Bendigo, by the way. And they did. I bought another 6 or 7 skeins and made a whole cardigan out of it. So you can actually ask the company and have a look at this. I love Bendigo. They're great and all, but they accidentally gave me 2 labels for this. Look, there's 2 labels right here. I didn't even notice until I picked it up now. So you can ask them. I've done it before. One lady said, you're in luck, there's 2 skeins left. I said, send them to me because I need it for this. And I only needed 2.5 skeins and there was a half left of that one. It worked perfect, right? 2.5 skeins, 450 grams is what I used to make that little yellow vest that you saw me wear. I didn't make that vest with it, but I made something similar like that size. So I only needed about 450 grams or 480 grams if I wanted to make it longer, yeah? Or more, 500 grams, depending on how long I wanted to make. But I didn't want to make it long. I wanted a short little vest that I can wear during summer, and I used their yarn that I had one skein, half a skein left. So I didn't need much. I didn't even need half a skein. I only needed like a quarter of it to make it work. So it worked well. But that's something you can do if you have a label and you didn't buy the yarn that long ago, or even if you did, it's not going to hurt to ring and say, do you have this dye lot in stock? All they can say is no, and then you walk away. If they say yes, you can purchase the accompanying dye lot, yeah? Oh, look how much chat I've missed. Have I missed it all? Green Butterfly says, water time. And who else had water time? Ashley, drink up. And Ashley says, my yarn was like that last night. The whole ball was one big tangled knot. It's my fault because I just toss them all over the place. And it's not the yarn's fault. It's my fault because I'm just not careful. That is patience. Yes, it is. I can take my time. I don't mind doing this. There's no hurry for this. But yeah, so I actually will ring the store. I can't do it with Spotlight because I don't get any help from Spotlight. Did I say that out loud? It's a big chain. I get it, you know. But Beautiful Bendigo, when I ring them, absolutely, you know, straight away I say who I am and they say, oh, you again. No, they don't say that. I don't think they say anything. But I do say they're so beautiful, the ladies there, and whoever is at the counter at the time. I just say, can you help me with this? I know if you're busy, tell me and I'll ring back another time. I've said that many times. But usually they're really good. And they will say to you, you know, no, we don't have it in stock. Yes, we do. Would you like the 3 skeins or would you like the whole batch of 8 skeins? And you say, sure, give me 8. Oh, wait a minute. That's just me. Mine was a new ball, was it? Oh, that's unusual. Was it Bendigo's? Because Bendigo's usually pretty good. This is only because I find that cotton does this a lot. Wool, not so much, but cotton really does this. It knots everything up. So Spotlight rude there too. Oh, Fluffy. Look, I get it. They're a big chain. They don't have time for us. But, you know, I've grown since I first started on YouTube, and I still try to have time. There is one person that sent me a message this week about something, and I haven't had a chance to respond to her. So I better do that after the live. But I'm not rude. Like, I'll say, look, I'll actually apologize to her for leaving such a long time in between. Has been a very busy week here. Oh, look at this. I do have patience, guys. I'm happy to sit there. Look at this tiny, tiny little knot right there. Don't you love it? Don't you love it? And the fluff is coming undone. So it goes to show how I've made a big mess of this skein. Something shocking. Yeah, you don't need to be rude. There's no purpose in it. I don't understand why people are rude like that. Just say yes or no. I haven't got time to check today. Can I check and ring you back? That sort of thing. Be honest with them. I'm sure customers prefer the honesty rather than, no, we don't do that here. And they use that voice. We don't do that here. No, it was the yarn I got from my local discount store. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Cotton does this a lot to me. Cotton, no matter where I buy it from, it collapses. It really does. Wool, not so much. I don't have a problem with wool. Look at this. Oh, I think I found the glitch. Look at all the fluff. I hope it's not going in my water. I hope it's not going in my... Yeah, I look like... Anne's right. I look like I'm possessed. She's possessed. She is. What I did want to mention, last week I ended up doing 4 workouts. Plus I did some of my own little things during the week on top of what I was supposed to do. And I dropped, and this is because I didn't do much, and I dropped, get this, 900 grams last week. What? I was so upset because I wanted to make it a kilo. But I dropped 900 because I did more workouts than I was supposed to. I think I need to focus on my food this week because the food itself isn't very, I'm not very good with nutrition. It's not my fault. I love food. Did you hear that? It's not my fault. I love food. So that's the only problem I'm having. Beautiful Sticky Stitches in the house. Hello, Sticky Stitch. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have that beautiful Sticky Stitch here. Along with everyone else, you did miss live antics, though, Sticky. Green Butterfly won. Now, what she did choose, and you can probably see me winding it up now, collapsed cotton. She chose this color combination, which is going to be the next color of our next tutorial. Now, that tutorial is something that's going to be an ongoing thing, but not months and months. It will be something that should be done within a few weeks. Less even. It's not a wearable. So heads up, we're doing too many wearables. I'm veering right away from that at the moment. Sticky, I'm not sure if you've seen, we uploaded our little puppy yesterday. I gave 2 versions, the flatter version and then the big, ginormous, big version right there. Oh, but doesn't that small one look gorgeous, hey? So basic, such a basic stitch. I did 2 versions within that tutorial. That's done and ready for everyone to make for their local veterans if they want. Okay, back, done fighting with my 3D printer. Okay. Oh, don't you love it? I don't have a 3D printer. Yeah, I don't have a 3D printer. Can you imagine me with a 3D printer? I'd be printing up skeins of yarn. Don't you love it? Well, Mary's at it again. She's got these fake skeins of yarn around the house. You know, that's not a bad idea. It could be a good centerpiece, though, you know, for photos and stuff. Oh, what a disaster this yarn is. I'm going to have another drink, guys. Oh, Corrine, honey, hi. You just missed Live Antics, darling. We did Live Antics not long ago. And the lovely green butterfly won, and she chose green. Doesn't that surprise everyone? Well, it surprised me because I told Green that we didn't have green while I was winding the green up. Hello, excuse me, Mary. This is green. Is she colorblind or what? So no, it's not true. But she chose a beautiful color. It is an 8-ply cotton, but you can make this next project in a 10-ply cotton. So 8-ply, 10-ply, DK weight or Aran weight will suffice for this particular project. So it's very exciting. And the project itself will be in parts. This is going to be part 1. And on part 1, you're going to find out what the project is. This way, giving you a chance to decide whether or not you want to make it, whether that's the sort of thing you like, but not now. You'll find out in part 1. It is not a wearable, so heads up, you will not be wearing it. You won't be wearing it. But it's something that you've been waiting for, or that I mentioned we were going to do on the channel. And I mentioned it probably once last year and many times this year, and we still haven't done it. Okay. Drink up, says Ashley. Thank you. Oh. Yvonne has done thumbs up. Thank you, Yvonne. Water time, says Green again. Water time. Cheers. Oh. So for those of you joining us new, this is not a health channel. But we are talking about Mary's health because Mary's speaking about myself in the third person, by the way, because I'm on a health binge or a health program, if you will. And this week was my best week. But, you know, to be fair, I had a really bad week last week. And I think any loss would have been great this week. And it would have been a bigger loss because I didn't do a good job last week. Whereas this week I put in like 105% of my... No, I didn't. I only put in 95. The other 5% was in nutrition. Now, that's something that I need to get on board with. I'm still eating my big fat plates of macaroni. I love food. What do you do? Hey, I'm Italian. You can't stop me from being Italian. That's nothing I can do about that. That's a gene. I'm sure we're all born with our own nationalities gene. I want to change, but no, I don't want to change. I just want to make sure I'm eating healthy and staying healthy. So I have decided, though, whenever I make my spaghettis and macaronis that I love so much, that I would make a quarter of that plate and then put some nice veggies on the side and salads on the side. That is a new thing that I decided only on Thursday. I thought about it. I haven't done anything about it yet, but I haven't had any pasta since Thursday. So that's probably the reason why. So when I eat a food that's not extremely healthy, I will make it a small plate and add all the other healthy gear. That way you're still getting the taste of the food you like and you're still eating healthy as well. So I just think that when you're doing something like this, you don't want to deprive yourself of everything because that's not human. Well, I never said I was human, but that doesn't matter, right? But I don't think it's human. Depriving yourself is not a way to go. We still have to live and you still have to have a normal head on your shoulders. We're actually having spag bowl for dinner tonight. I don't even know what we're having for dinner tonight. Apparently, people are going to be not home. So I don't know who's going to be home and who isn't. So when people aren't home between everyone else and myself, I literally do a couple of eggs. I boil a few eggs. I eat them like I'm eating an apple. Then I have a fruit. And then I have a drink. And then I don't eat any more until the next day. I don't have a full meal when people aren't home. Now, it doesn't happen very often. There's always someone home. Always, right? So tonight's probably one of those nights where someone might be home. I don't know, depending on what young young adults like to do on a Saturday night. I don't know. Zucchini spaghetti I made once. It was nice. Tried that. Look, I did try it. I didn't like it as much, but I thought what I might do next time is make the normal spaghetti and then just do half zucchini and mix it. So I get the flavor that I want from the normal spaghetti, but I'm only eating half of it. Yeah. And I also wanted to make my own pasta. So if you make your own pasta, you can use healthy ingredients to make your own pasta. And I bought a pasta machine, I don't know how long ago. It might have been 3 or 4 years, 5, who knows. Never, ever used it, still in its box. It goes to show how naughty I was. So I bought this machine. I'm thinking of making my own pasta. So I can still eat it if I put the healthy products in. You just have to be careful what ingredients you're putting in and what ingredients you're also putting in that sauce. It's also the sauce that you make. If you're putting a whole lot of fatty meat in it like I used to, and I still do sometimes, but it's not a lot of fatty. I cut a lot of the fat off now. I'm very pedantic about it. You can get pasta made out of lentils and beans. I believe it should have less carbs than normal pasta. I have seen things like that. I've seen it out of lentils, but I haven't seen it out of beans itself. That's interesting. Homemade pasta is the best. Well, I haven't made it, Fluffs. I've never done it. I know family have done it. I've loved their pasta, but I've never made it. And I think the benefit about it too is it cooks really quickly once you put it in the water. That's the benefit. Or a lot of people make the homemade lasagna strips and put them straight in the lasagna tray when they're doing lasagna. Yeah. So that's interesting. I might try that, for fun. That's another thing, guys. As part of the program, sometimes there's competitions. And some of the competitions has a lot to do with uploading your little, your journey as a story on Instagram. So if you are following Wow Crochet Designs on Instagram, you may occasionally see, which I never show anyone, but now that I'm losing the weight, I might start doing it, what I'm doing at home, whether it's the workout I'm doing that week, whether it's the food that I've changed, like the simple thing where the treadmill broke down at the very, very, very first week I started this program. What was the irony on that? Because no one ever used it. You know what we use the treadmill for? Hanging clothes off it to dry on washing days, right? So I finally got a chance to use it, and it literally broke down that week. And I remember getting upset thinking, what do I do? Do I just toss in the towel? I don't want to do it anymore. Or do I just create my own walking workout? Now, they give you, in the program, you have like a 10-minute before and a 10-minute after warm up, cool down kind of thing. So they ask you to do some sort of walking, right? And it depends. Sometimes it's 5. Most of the times it's 10. I haven't seen a 5-minute one for a long time. So most of the time it's 10. I think, so what am I going to do for my walking? Usually I put on a video from YouTube, or I started doing this. And I thought I'm going to record it one day. And you probably see it on Instagram one day, where I walk from one side of the kitchen all the way around to the corridor. It's not a big house. It's a small house. And then I walk back. I touch the kitchen table. I walk back and touch the front door. And I started doing this the very first time I did the program and the treadmill broke down. So it was about a week after the program started. Occasionally I walked up the street when the weather was really nice, but now the weather's getting cooler. I thought, I'm not going to go out in the cold. I'm a bit of a wimp like that, right? I'm a bit of a wimp like that. So I started doing the corridor walking. Sounds ridiculous, but I did it, and I thought, well, it's not that bad. And sometimes I put those 10-minute videos that you see on a lot of the exercise programs here on YouTube. A lot of the, trainers have a 10-minute program. I go to a seniors website and do their walking, a seniors YouTube channel, and do their walking. I've got to remember their names before talking about them next time, and I've got to write them down so you know who I'm watching, right? And sometimes on what they call active resting days, which you're not doing your weight program, you don't do weights every day because it's just too much on your body. It's no good on your muscles, right? So you do weights one day. The next day, they give you a thing called active rest. That means you're resting, but you're still keeping active. So I like to do half an hour walking, and I use these YouTube tutorials to do the half an hour walking, right? So what I'm going to do is actually make sure I've got their names here next time before talking about it, because I keep forgetting to put their names down. Lovely ladies, two lovely ladies. Oh, no, one I remember. One is called Brand Fitness. I remember her. Oh, I can remember them both now. Are we ready? One's called, no, I'm not sure about it. Senior Fitness, and one's called Brand Fitness. Sometimes I just run up and down my stairs. Oh, I like that, Carmen. That's a terrific idea. Oh, what did I miss some of the chat? You got to go. Oh, Yvonne, we'll see you soon, darling. We'll see you very soon. You just use jar sauces, Ashley. Full of salts, darling. Listen to me. I'm such an expert now. Your treadmill's my bag. I put my handbag there sometimes. Not anymore. We took it out of the house. It just took up so much space. So we'll see you soon, Yvonne. So Carmen runs up and down her stairs. I don't have any stairs. I wished I did because now I can do stairs. I'm very excited about that. As long as we keep moving, says Carmen, absolutely. And that's what the active rest days are. Moving, whether you're walking up the street to the milk bar. Like I've got my son who parks his car in front of the garage. Now my car is in the garage. His car's in front of the garage. And sometimes I'm up really early in the mornings. I'm not going to wake him to say, can you move your car so I can go and buy bread or whatever it is I need to buy that day. So I literally walk to the milk bar. And I don't like buying from the milk bar because to me it's a little bit more expensive than going to the supermarket. And a supermarket's not far from me. If the weather is really warm, I will walk 25 minutes to the supermarket. Yeah. But if it's cold, I will just go to the milk bar, which is about a 10-minute walk up, 10-minute back, and there's my 20 minutes, right? And that's pretty much all you need. So, well, you need a bit more than 20, but I tend to, what I do is I walk past the milk bar with my Fitbit on to count the extra 5 minutes down the hill and then walk back up. We don't live on a hill, but where the milk bar is, it's on a hill. Just put the music on and dance. I do that all the time, Carmen. I do that. I must admit, I'm an 80s girl. I will dance to all the 80s songs. Sometimes I can't because we live in a small place and everybody's doing their thing. And if I put the music on, it annoys their videos or whatever, movies or whatever it is they're doing. So sometimes I put headphones on and I don't like to use them very often because when you're dancing, you're perspiring and I don't like to perspire around my ears. Makes your ears all yucky, yeah? And I itch a lot on the ears anyway, so I try to keep things away from them. But dancing I do literally before dinner a lot because I'm cooking dinner and I'm dancing in the kitchen while I'm cooking dinner. That could be one of my uploads, right? And what happens is occasionally I'll drop a glass or a plate. We're really short on glasses and plates. I was saying the other day, I need to buy another set of glasses because we've got the little ones like this, but the tall ones, I think we've only got about 5 left. Somebody keeps dropping them. Not me, of course. You're so nice, Mary. I purposely annoy everyone in my house by blasting music. Oh, you're so funny, Kiki. You're hilarious. Oh, hang on. Sticky Stitches. I miss milk bars. So many have closed. I know. We actually like ours because he's just opened it up. Well, no, it's been open for years, but he actually did the whole thing up real pretty and reopened it. It looks stunning and it's clean and it's fresh, freshly painted as well. It just looks great. He rearranged everything. It's so open. We love it. And he's such a nice fella, him and his wife. Lovely people. You don't hear many people call local shop the milk bar anymore. So sad. I know we used to love the milk bar growing up. We used to go and buy those lollies. Remember mixed lollies? And you get a bag this big with 10 cents in it. Well, it's 10 cents worth, right? And now if you go get 10 cents, you don't even get one little, I think it's 2 little lollies in a bag like this. Do you remember those days, guys? Not that I was around in the olden days. I found out the other day, well, we were watching a movie the other day. No, we were watching a series. And it was a show on, I don't even I can't remember what it was. Actually, we were talking about it on Wednesdays live, but they were saying how, oh, yes, that's right. They were talking about Science Works on the school holiday. Science Works is a place where people go and there's a whole lot of things, knickknacks about science. And there's also activities that you can play with in reference to science, you know. And they were saying kids actually have this idea where they can go and check out some of the old-fashioned things. And one of them was, it's hilarious, hiring VHS videos from the video store. What do you mean old-fashioned? Didn't we just do that a few years ago? No, it was old-fashioned. A few years is not a few years. It's been gone for a very long time. So that was hilarious. I'm sitting there thinking, Can't be old-fashioned. We were just doing that. And we were, and it was a long time ago. My children are adults. I remember at school you could buy half a pastry for 15 cents. Ah, the good old days, Fluffs, the good old days. 20 cents mixed bags was like getting the jackpot. I know, right, Sticky? I loved it. My dad used to take us to the milk bar every Sunday night to buy a bag of mixed lollies for 40 cents. It was huge. I know, it was massive. I remember those days, Raylene, like it was yesterday because, well, our yesterday was yesterday, like that many years ago. But to the young generation, our yesterday was like hundreds of years ago. I think it's not that long ago. You know, little kids say, that's like hundreds of years old. No, it's only about 20. I'm sure it is. It's like convenience store. Yes, it's like a convenience store. Carmen, did Carmen ask? Did we miss it? Carmen asked what it was, did she? I missed it. Oh, what's a milk bar, Carmen? It's like a little tiny store where if you're out of bread or milk, usually that's why they called it a milk bar. So if you were short on milk, first thing in the morning you go, you buy the milk and it's fresh. But it's got everything there that you need. Like I've occasionally bought a can of food for my cat from there because I forgot to get cat food at the shopping when I did shopping. And I wasn't going to go to the supermarket that night just to get one can for the night. I thought I'll go to the supermarket the next day, but I'll just go to the milk bar and get one can. So it has everything you need, really. It'll have cat food. It has everything from toilet paper to bread, milk. But the best thing was when we were young, we used to go there and grab mixed lollies. And they used to have all the lollies on a counter, under the counter, but you could see through the glass, right? And you could see, and you'd say, can I have a bag of mixed lollies? And the guy would just, well, the girl would just put all these mixed lollies in a bag this big. And like, it was the best thing in the world when you're a kid. When you're a little kid, it's like, that's why a lot of the US people say, I'm like a child in a candy store. It's the same thing as what we were like in a milk bar. We were a child in a candy store. That's what it was. I'm only saying that because I think you're from the US. I'm pretty sure you're from the US. But the milk bar is everything. It had everything in it when we were growing up. I didn't care. I used to see my family putting things in a bag. I didn't care about that. All I cared about was the lollies. The mixed sweets, lollies. What do they call them overseas? I don't know. Snacks. I don't know what you call them. And we'd annoy them by taking so long trying to decide what we wanted. I know we'd say, I'll have one of those, better give me a couple of those, I better take them all. That kind of thing. You couldn't help yourself. You wanted them all, but you couldn't have them all because some were 1 cent. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Some were 2 cents. So 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And how many? 10 cents. No, less. It was less than that. It was like 1 cent, 1 cent. Candy, that's the one, thanks. And you would get the best milkshakes. I never bought a milkshake, Raylene, funnily enough. I only ever bought lollies from the milk bar. Sweets, candy, whatever you want to call them, whatever. And we weren't big on cash in those days. So when we did get the opportunity to buy lollies, we lived pretty tight in the old days. When we were allowed to buy them, it was heaven. Blue Heaven milkshake from the milk bar. I loved Blue Heaven milkshake growing up, but I actually never bought it from the milk bar. Isn't that funny? Man, this is so much fluff. It's driving me nuts. All right. Mates were 2 cents. Oh, there's so much I missed from those days. Now, the kids go to the milk bar. It's $15 for 3 or 4 bags, isn't it? Little tiny bags. And some were 5 cents. We couldn't afford the 5 cents one, actually. We were only allowed to have the 1 or 2 cent ones. The 1 or 2 cent ones went further. You got more out of them. What's Blue Heaven? Oh, man. Didn't you know? Blue Heaven? Oh, fluffs. Oh, fluffs. Blue Heaven. What is Blue Heaven's lady? I don't know what to call it, ladies. Meant to say ladies, not lady. Oh, it's hard to explain Blue Heaven. Ashley, you must be younger than Mary or me. Maybe. Who said what's Blue Heaven? Was it Ashley? It wasn't Ashley. Wasn't it Fluffy? It's Fluffy. Water time, says Green. Cheers, water time. Yeah. Oh, we love Blue Heaven. Oh, my gosh. I loved everything. My favourite milkshake was a strawberry shake growing up. Either strawberry or banana. But when I tasted that Blue Heaven for the first time, it was like Blue Heaven. It was like heaven. Wasn't it, everyone? It was just like heaven for those of you who've tried it. Tastes different now, unless our taste change as we got older, unless they put a different ingredient in it. Oh, far out. Get out of my water. Google says it's a vanilla raspberry mix. It's not a vanilla raspberry mix at all. Fluffy, it was a flavor and it was blue. Yeah, that's all we can say. But it was a very unusual flavor. I don't think it had anything to do. It did have a vanilla-y taste, but it wasn't completely vanilla. No. Look what I'm getting there. Look at this. Look at this. I'm so patient. It's taken the whole live, though. Here we go. We're nearly there, guys. Nearly there. We're nearly there. Excuse me. Talk about yourselves. Here we go. I think we're there. I think I'm done. If we put it down there. Did you know that if you, there's a little tip, that if you have that little bit left and you drop it down lower, it detangles quicker. I think. Well, it does for me. She says that she got a big tangle. Oh, it doesn't always work. That wasn't raspberry. I don't think it was raspberry. 50 on your next birthday, were you? It wasn't raspberry at all. It's, I don't know how to explain Blue Heaven. Isn't that interesting, Sticky? I can't explain it. I cannot explain the flavour of it. It definitely wasn't a raspberry at all. Welcome to the club soon, Ashley. I know, right, Sticky? We're not going there at all. At all. I told you, Sticky, I go 29 and then I go backwards. I'm probably about minus 40 at the moment or something, minus something. I don't know, something like that. Look at this, right at the very end, right at the very end. Oh, you naughty, naughty. I want to say other words, but we won't say that live. I'm so bad. How do you put up with me, guys? Here we go. Here we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Guess what? I'm nearly done. It's very exciting. They're not going to start on the purple. We could be here for another hour and a half. No, we don't want to be that long. Look at that. Ta-da! Green. It's now ready for winding. My winder is to the left. I'm going to leave it there for directly after the live, which I will wind up because I want to make sure it's ready. And guess what? I'm going to start on the purple. Don't you love it? She's so naughty. That is true. I'll start on the purple. Purple's not as bad. It's bad at the end, but the middle bit's not too bad. It was vanilla and raspberry, but we didn't know until the internet was available. That's funny because I don't like raspberry. So I find that, oh no, I do. I tell a lie. I tell a lie. When my friends were all drinking in like bistros and pubs and things, I was buying raspberry lemonades because in my 20s, I didn't drink. It's funny, isn't it? I tasted the alcohol in my 20s and I thought, didn't really. I suppose someone gave me something I didn't like. And so I didn't drink much. And I was a designated driver for everyone in my 20s. It was bad, right? I used to pull over and let them get ill on the road. And I'm sitting there. I would actually laugh. I did laugh. I loved watching them drunk. I thought it was funny. It's terrible, isn't it? She's so terrible. And in those days, if we had cameras, oh my gosh, the amount of video footage I would have had on them, their parents would have murdered them. Well, we had cameras, but we didn't have video cameras. We had more photo cameras. Just for the photos. And there were ones where you had to take your camera to the video store and have the film developed. 2 for the price of 1. And you'd get two of each picture. And it wasn't cheap, you know, you would pay a lot of money to do it. But yeah, I was designated driver, so I didn't drink. But raspberry lemonade, so I'm telling a lie. Raspberry lemonade I drank. Maybe that's why I liked Blue Heaven. Maybe that's why I like raspberry lemonade, because it tasted like Blue Heaven. Who knows? I don't remember Blue Heaven tasting like raspberry. Maybe because the vanilla was in it that I couldn't tell. What is going on? Fluff everywhere. Maybe. What do you reckon? Because the vanilla was in it that I couldn't tell? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, apparently it's just ironic. It's iconic, sorry, to Australia, and it's actually vanilla and raspberry. I didn't know that. We just love you, Mary. Oh, thanks, Ash. Oh, that's hilarious. Someone loves me. There's only one usually. Every live, one person gets on. I love you. Okay, great. I've got one today. One is good out of How many are we? 24,000. Oh, I think we hit 24,400 yesterday or the other day. Yes, we're getting very close to 25,000. We will be doing our big quarter. I don't know whether to call it a quarterly or whether to just call it a 25,000 surprise. Now, if you didn't know this and you're new to the channel, a surprise here at Wild Crochet Designs is like a giveaway. But I don't say the word giveaway because it gets rid of all the nasty and it keeps the crafters in. People like you who crochet, knit, achu. So she's still allergic to it. No, don't knock it. You might see knitting one day. Crochet, knit, sew, I don't know, anything wool related, yeah, anything wool related or cotton related as well. So, and acrylic and whatever else you have in your stash. But the prize that goes to you, it's going to be a very big prize. It goes to one person only. I haven't decided whether to do 3. I think I might just do 1. We'll see. You missed some of the comments. Oh, did I? Am I not on live chat? Let's go back to live chat and make sure I got it all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What comment? You must be, yeah, no, I got all that. I got it all, raspberry, it was vanilla. Yep, apparently, no, I've got it all here. I got it all here, Ash. There's some of the comments. Oh, I never knew about this Blue Heaven. I'm in Adelaide. Oh, maybe it was a Melbourne. No, because Kiki's in Queensland. She's not a Melbourne girl. You didn't know about it. Oh, it was beautiful. Fluffs. You missed out. What am I saying? I think they still have it. No, you didn't. My bad. Oh, you're very naughty. Made me check all my chat. You just want to keep me busy. Stop me winding my yarn. This one's doing so well. Look at it. It's going so well. We might end up using it, but that's good. We want to get rid of all our scraps. And again, I'm going to talk about the scrap busting video or stash busting video before you see any of this. So you will see that video very, very soon. And the tip I'm going to give you, I'm going to use myself, which I used to use many years ago when I didn't have a lot of yarn. Yeah. Then once I sort of got out of control, I stopped using it. And I just ended up with bibs and bobs everywhere. If I showed you some of the tubs, you'll see blankets, blanket, little tiny skein of yarn like this in the bottom of that tub, thinking, why is it there? Why? Yet still available in some fish and chips shops up here. Adelaide does get overlooked. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, green butterfly, you're leaving, darling. At least you know this is the green. I've got more of this green in stock. So if this doesn't make the square I'm talking about, which I don't know if it does because I've never tried this. What? They're thinking you've never tried. No, this is new to me. So I think some of you may already guess what I'm going to be making because we've made similar things like this, but not like this. If you've been following me, you'll know what I'm talking about, but it may not click until you see the first tutorial. You'll think, she said she was going to do that. Green, we will see you very soon, darling. Look forward to seeing your video in about a week and a half time. We won't say exactly what date because I don't know. Yeah, but it'll be around a week and a half or something like that. All right. So once again, getting back to the surprise video. In the surprise video, you'll get things like yarn, little magazines, patterns, maybe. I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided what will go in that surprise. Sometimes I have I wonder if I've got some up there, up the top. Oh, no, I don't have any. See the empty cases up the top? You know what used to be up there? Oh, I've gone all loose here. You know what used to be up to that top shelf and the second last shelf? A lot of my regulars would already know this. Oh, I can't get this to work now. Can you believe it? I used to have my kits where I had the yarn, the hook, the scissors, the sewing needle, and the pattern in there. And I still have a couple over in the corner that I'm looking at right now, but they're not fully complete. I took all the hooks out of there and I took the little kits out to try and sell them at the market when I had the market at Pipeworks last year. But I sold a few of them, but not many. So I'm going to put them all back in there, pop the kits back up there, and one of the kits or both of them or all the 3 of them or whichever, however many I have in stock here will go in that surprise as well. So you not only get some yarn, you get magazines. This is crochet magazines, yeah. You'll also get little knickknacks that I get from crochet magazines that I don't use. Sometimes I buy a magazine and I don't even use them. I only look at them and think, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice, and it ends up on the bottom of my shelf down here. right? So you'll get a magazine, but in those magazines, sometimes the ones where you get them, the plastic bags, they'll have a crochet hook or a little knick-knack stitch markers or something, like a little bit of an extra kick to your magazine, yeah? And I've got these that I've never touched. They're still in their packaging. They'll go in it. Sometimes I'll put in my Knit Pro hooks, which is the same ones I put in my kits. You'll get maybe one of those or two of those or three, depending on what sizes I have in stock. You might get the little purse latch thing that I've got many of here that you've seen before. You might get one of those. I'm just looking around to see what's over in my little stash over there. And what I do literally every Saturday now, since I've seen we're close to 25,000, I grab a Coles shopping bag, the material one, not the paper one. I come in here and I pop 3 items every Saturday after the live, and I put it aside. And every Saturday, I've been doing that now for the past few weeks, whether it's yarn, hooks, scissors, whatever, I've popped them in the bag. So once we hit 25,000, I will actually have everything ready for you. And occasionally, I have actually recorded me doing that too. So you will actually see that recording in the video where we're talking about the prize, okay? The video where we talk about the prize and I say, right, leave your answer down here or your comment down here. Usually on a 25,000 subscriber mark or any mark these days, I don't get you to answer a question, or if it is, it's so simple. It is, what color hair do I have? Or it's, what was my name? And I only called myself Mary 10 times in the video. So you get to see what's in the items. And once I've finished doing that muck around one where I put it in the bag, I'll have the layout on the table and I'll go through each one. So you'll see what's in the bag. You'll know what you're getting. So if you think, I don't want all that wonderful, perfect stuff, and that's everything I do, then you don't have to enter. But if you do like to, if you do want to win all that, well, you're the one who should enter. It's way too easy. Everyone's saying goodbye to green. That's fine. Not green. Yes, green. And you're not going too, are you? I'm a little confused. Who's going? Bye, all. Luana's going. Oh, Luana, we'll see you soon, darling. Oh, by the way, we'll just do a quick catch up. Monday, you're getting this. Tuesday, I said I hope to do some of the vest. I don't know if it'll go up. If it doesn't, I might pop a short up. Thursday, there's no tutorials because we have a public holiday here in Australia. Friday, you will be getting part 5, which is the right front and the ribbing on this one, but the right front and the ribbing on both those fronts in that tutorial. If it's not such a big tutorial, I'll do the rest for you, and you can get it all done this Friday. Oh, fingers crossed. But if it's a really big tutorial, I'll keep recording, but you'll get the next part of it directly the next day, which that will be a Saturday, so you won't get the Saturday, but you'll get it on the Monday. Usually I don't upload Mondays. Monday's my pattern writing days, but if it's ready Sunday, it'll go up Monday. If I have to waste time on Monday, I won't do it, yeah? But when I say waste time, I really value my pattern writing right now because patterns are going to start going up for you. Mary, what's the best way to join yarn? Well, there have been many ways. I actually did a silly tutorial here on the channel of the like invisible join, where you use the sewing needle to go through. What was I did it with? You know what I'll do? I'll pop that link on my community board post because I can't remember the name of what it was. Once I see it, I know. I think it was a swatch, and at the end of each row, I did that special join to see how that went, right? And I did a little bit of a funny skit at the end where I threw it under the car tire and I chucked it in the washing machine and the dryer and everything else. There's a bit of a funny skit at the end, but it was actually a swatch. You were making a washcloth or something like that. But I can't for the life of me remember the name of it. So once I see it, because I know what it looks like, I'll pop that tutorial up. But that shows that join there. There are other joins that I've used where I literally will only join at the end of the row. However, we're going to be doing our scrap vest or scrap sweater. No one else has said anything about it today. But we're going to be doing this, which means today is the day where I decide, by the way, which means we'll be doing our scrap sweat. I can't get it out. So I'm getting all mixed up. Scrap vest or scrap sweater. You say that fast, right? We'll be doing either one of those. Actually, it looks like the sweater at this stage because we've got so many names there. I'll go through that in a second. Using some join as you go, all right? Some join as you go where you're adding the color. I've seen this other way of joining it. I don't know about it, but I'm going to check that out as well. A friend of mine showed me that way. I'm going to check it out. I'll try it. I'll do a little tutorial on the 3 or 4 different joins in the future, and you can get the opportunity to see it. But most of my joins are already in our videos, the ones that I show you usually. But I did try that one. That was hilarious. That was a lot of silliness on my part at the end. I wasn't going to do that. I thought about it at the end of the video. I thought about it before doing the video, and I thought, how can I make it exciting where they can see if you were to throw this piece down, damage it, drive over it with a car, pop it in the washing machine, pop it in the dryer, what would happen to that join? And to be fair, at the end of that, all that silliness that I did, and I show you everything. You see the whole thing happening. At the end, there were a couple of little threads that did come undone. That's probably my fault because I'm not very good at that particular join. I wasn't then. Now I'm kind of perfected it a little bit. And we might be able to use that for our vest, sweater, jacket, whatever it is we're doing in the future. We might be able to use that join. But a friend of mine did recently show me another join, which is quite popular on social media at the moment. I'd be happy to try it. I'd be happy to do like a little test on it to see what it looks like back and front, because I'm seeing everyone do the front of it, but I'm wondering how that looks like on the back. And if you are making a blanket, you want it to look the same both ways, yeah? So I'm curious on that one. I want to see how that goes with that join. So I'm thinking of doing a tutorial using 2 or 3 different joins in the future. Anyways, to answer your question, I don't have a best way of joining. My way of joining usually is I literally will wait until I get to the end of the row and join that way. It doesn't always work that way. There are some projects like the scrap vest that you need to join in the middle, yeah, which we will be doing when we do our scrap vest. I keep saying vest, but at the moment, guys, this is what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 who say vest, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and probably 10, because I said I'd go with the majority who say a scrap sweater. So keep in mind that we are going to be doing a scrap sweater as from now. If you have not given me your answer to what you want to see, then you can still do that now. But the poll is kind of over. And it sort of looks like even if 5 people went on and said vest, it still wouldn't add up. Yeah. So it looks like we're doing the sweater right now. Not now. We've got way too much on our plate. That's not coming up for a while, so keep it in mind. I've got to design it and get it organized. Thank you very much, says Fluffy. Yes, I will pop that video up literally at some stage today once I find out which one it is. I know what it looks like. It's quite a few years ago that I think it was about 2 years ago or 3 years ago that I did it. But that's the join that a lot of people were using at that time, where they would, how did I do? They put the 2 threads together this way. I can't remember now. You sew it through one way, you sew the other one through the other way. It's like a little knot that you pull and it goes. I can't do it that way. I have to show you physically. I have to put the camera down and show you. So I can do that again if you like, but I'm thinking of trying that other join that's quite popular now that my friend told me about. And she rang me, she says, "Oh, Mary, have you seen that join?" She showed me the video and I went, "Oh, that's a weird join. What's it look like on the back?" She goes, "I don't know. No one's showing you the back." Isn't that interesting? Because when you're making a blanket, if you're joining and you want to wear your blanket or put your blanket on the bed or whatever, and you pop it one way and you accidentally pop it the other way, if it's going to have these massive weird carry lines across the thing, it's not going to look good, yeah? So I want to make sure that that way is a nice way, because the way I do it with the carrying up but through back loops, it's a bit weird to tell you. You'll have to see top down. And you've actually seen it when we did the, what did we do? The patchwork sweater. You'll see that join. It looks gorgeous on both sides. The other side does look slightly different, where it doesn't always look amazing, right? But we did it with the scrap vest because, well, no one could see it anyway, right? But I'd be curious about that new join that everyone's doing. And it's not a new join, by the way. A lot of these ones were done years ago, but they're little secrets that people don't upload. But now that it's all over the web, everywhere, it doesn't matter, does it? There's a little secrets that you don't upload. It's as simple as that. Like I have my own secrets. We all have secrets. We just don't talk about them. Drink up, says Ashley. Once I get rid of all the fluff. Cheers. Cup number 2. Okay, we're almost on the way out anyway, guys. But just to let you know that we are going to be doing our scrap sweater now that Fluffy has made me aware of color change. I forgot all about it, to be fair. We were talking about the sweater and the vest before, but it seems we've got a majority on the sweater. So we will make the sweater. And again, don't assume it's happening next week or next month. It's not going to happen. We are behind in some stuff. Me, not we. So I'm going to catch up on all of what we need to catch up on first. And to be fair, our winter happens between July, it starts in June. Winter starts in June in Melbourne, doesn't it, guys? I don't know because every day is the same for me. If it's a cold day, I'll put something warm on. If it's a hot day, I'll put something cool on. That's it. That's what you do. So we will be starting that sweater probably around June, July. Might even be August. Who knows? Been on for nearly 2 hours. I've got an hour and 36 on my computer here, my technology here. I got an hour and 36 minutes that we've been on. Whether we have is another story. I don't know. But yeah, an hour and 36 minutes it shows. Hour and a half, whatever that is. I did start a little bit late today. I started at 10:08. It wasn't exactly early. It was a little bit late. And that's only because I had the flu jab yesterday. I was so tired after that jab. I just wasn't sick. People say you can get sick with it. You get minor. I just got tired all night last night. I'd sleep and I'd wake up and I think, am I still asleep? No, I'll go back to sleep. And crochet hook in hand like this. I was very tired, very, very tired. But that's okay. I don't mind tired. Tired I can handle because I don't mind sleeping. No one was home yesterday. It was a very quiet house. So I just sat there quietly and watched all my shows. Actually, I had to rewatch some of them because I kept falling asleep. I kept falling asleep, as you do. All right, so are there any questions about the blanket still? This is one question about the blanket that this one lady asked. She's either done her count wrong or I'd have to recheck our pattern and see if my count was wrong. So many people have made the blanket before and they haven't said anything about it, so it might be her count. But I'm willing to check my count on it. I think she said it was in part 2 or something. I don't know whether I made a mistake on something, but I'm willing to check. I just haven't had the time, so I have to apologise to her. And without being rude, like certain stores, I'll just apologise to her. And at the end of the day, she knows I'm very busy. And in fact, this lady's becoming busy herself. So, look. I was doing so well. Purple was doing more, but I've got more of the purple than the green. That's first world problems. You don't need to hear about my little yarn knot dilemmas, do you? All right, so what do we need to talk about now? Not much. The vest, I've started part 5 of the vest, but I've only just done I think 5 rows of it. So that's about it. Hiya Lou. Who's Lou? Did we miss someone? Oh, Luana. Luana's leaving, darling. She was leaving, not coming. She was leaving, not coming. She's going. She's really, really going. So, yes, we have the vest coming up very soon, part 5. And I hope to make that the final part. But if it's too big, I'll try and cut out some of this. Notice how I go, that. I saw too late. That's all right, Sherry. Sometimes it's connection. I found that with some of when I did a live giveaway once, there was connection issues. And someone said, I responded ages ago. And I said, I didn't see it till now. So you've just got to be careful with live. They have connection issues, which is why I don't do those live surprises anymore. Because when it's connection issue, someone has a slower connection, or if I've got a slower connection, or whatever the case may be, their answer doesn't come up for another 10 minutes. So, yeah. So live is not a right time to be doing that. When it's in the hat, it's different. You just pop the names in the hat. If they come on a little bit late, Or if they've said, I said yes, but we didn't see it until then, well, there's not much we can do about it. But for surprises itself, where is value involved, I want to make sure it's done properly. So what I usually do, I do the surprise video on a Friday. It's always done on a Friday. So if you ever keep your eyes peeled, you'll see the word surprise on the video. So I won't keep it a secret. It will say the word, and in this case, it will say 25,000 subscriber surprise. So it'll be about the fact that we have made 25,000 subscribers. Not yet, because we haven't hit it yet. But that's what it will say on the video. You won't be surprised to see that, because you'll know it's coming. I'll be talking about it every time I get on my live until the day it goes up. And I'll usually let you know that Wednesday, by the way, this Friday, your surprise video is going up. You will have 7 working days to respond to that video. It gives you plenty of time. And I usually pull the winner's name out of the hat. I actually do the video where I put your names in the hat. Now, if it gets too big, then I have to find another way of doing it. But if it's only, the same people that usually enter, then I can slowly put your names in the hat and everybody wins, yeah? All right, so everyone gets an opportunity. Not everybody wins. Everyone gets an opportunity. Mary, get it right. And I pull one name out of the hat, and that's the person who wins. So you watch me put the names in the hat, talking as I'm doing. Sometimes I'm talking too much, like I am right now, and you get the opportunity to see your name go in the hat, and you get the opportunity to win whatever prize I decide to do. Now, again, like I said, I come in here after every live. I've been doing that now for a few weeks. I recorded once, me doing it, but I haven't recorded since. So I've done it. It's sitting on my computer, ready to go into one of the video, to go into the actual winning video. First time I'm doing it like this. I thought I'd try it just for fun. You might see a short every now and then of me popping things in a bag and then going like this, and you'll kind of know what it is. The regulars would know. The new ones will think, what is she up to? She's a weirdo. This is a weirdo, that one. Hey, I'll call her anything. I don't care. You can call me anything you like. Don't worry me. As long as it's crochet related. Oh, you double crochet weirdo, you. You single crochet, you back post, you. You front post. How naughty am I, right? Everything's made with the language of crochet. Now, to be fair, we are thinking for Halloween this year to do something similar than I did last time, where I have it's very itchy now, all that dust, where I have a play with words on crochet words. So I'll do that again. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of people say, please do another one like that. Please do another one. I don't want to do one exactly the same, because it's just, mimicking, copying. I can do the same character. I don't have a problem with making the same character. I can't remember who I called. I think I just called her Mary. And it was when I say her, it's me, like third person. And it was in one of our funny videos. And it was in a video where I couldn't leave the house at that time in 2020. We won't talk about when that was and what it was. So I did that video in the house, and it was done on my sofa. And I pretended to dress for the occasion. Don't forget, Mother's Day is coming up very soon. Yes, but it's Mother's Day is on the 12th of May this year. I thought it was going to be the 5th, but the 5th of May is Orthodox Easter, Greek Orthodox Easter or something. I have to have a great weekend. Ashley, we'll see you soon, darling. You take care. Are you Kath and Kim, or combination of both? No, in that character, I was just this weird, I think I called myself a vampire, but didn't say the word vampire. I had stains of makeup. It was just the red stains on my face. And I had a strawberry drink. And I said, sorry about the red drink. I had a lot of trouble draining, as you can see. So it was supposed to have been, it was very scary. It wasn't scary. It was silly. But a lot of people thought it was a bit too dark. It wasn't that dark. It was supposed to be funny. And it was supposed to have been the red drink that was in the red drink was a very special drink, and it had a little bit too much special stuff in it. And I was happy by the end of that video. That's why we talk about that red drink all the time, don't we, ladies? And when Marty was around, Marty hasn't been on for a little while, but he's very busy. He works too. We all work, guys. Some of us don't work as much as others. Don't you love it? By Ashley. Oh, bye, because Ashley's leaving, yes. So yeah, I did that funny. It was about, I don't know, 20 minutes, might have been less even. And I wrote a story about what happened to me when I went into I fell into a cemetery. That's silly. And it was ridiculous. It wasn't as funny as I thought it was, but people liked it. And I think because I was so stressed that year too, that we were all stressed that year, I didn't put in everything I wanted to put in, and I just rushed it at the last minute. And I have a funny feeling that video actually went up literally, I think it was 11:50 that night, which was the night of Halloween. Halloween here in Australia. What it is in your country, I'm not sure what time it was there, but I think yours was overseas. Anyone overseas? We're talking UK, US, was kind of like a few hours before your Halloween, maybe half a day or something like that. But it was silly, and I used things like Danny double crochet or half double crochet, Danny double crochet. I can't remember now. I just can't remember it. There was Sandy slip stitch. I really can't remember. Tina Two Bodies. There were crochet related names that had everything to do with crochet. Double crochet, I can't remember. I really can't. Prince Puff Stitch, who invited him? That was one of them. And couldn't get through the doorway because it was too puffy, whatever. It was a very silly thing. It was more of a play on words. In fact, you know what I'll do? I'll pop that link in the more section down below. You can have a watch of that later if you want to. It's very silly, and it was silly on my part. I had what I call a crystal ball. You know what it was? It was what was it? Ferrero Shares brought out a round container around that time, actually. So I just walked past a shop. It was Coles. I walked past one of the sales stands, and there it was. This one thing. Oh, that would be a great crystal ball. So I bought it and took it home. They've changed it now. They've put their yellow rim around it, and it's stuck to it, so you can't use it. They must have seen my video. And I used that in the video. It was silly. It wasn't anything. It was just ridiculous. It was a ridiculous thing. If you like silliness, I don't know. Anyone like me likes silliness. I don't know. If you're not like me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not really. I'll still be like me. I'm never going to change. Pointless. It's too late now. And I don't want to. She's such a weirdo. All right. So for Halloween, I was thinking of doing the same thing this year, using a play on words. I was going to do a musical, but I'm not sure now because I'm not a very good singer. I think a play on crochet words would be better, since I know crochet, obviously. Since I can do crochet, I can't sing. You really enjoyed it, did you? Oh, did you watch that? Did you? That's funny. There's a purple one done. I don't have to worry about the grey one, but I know I have a small grey stash like that, which I'll have to do. It always happens with cotton for me. I don't know why. It collapses all the time. It's one of those things. It is a soft cotton too. Bendigo's cotton. It's beautiful for clothing if you want to wear something soft. But soft cotton, once it starts to unravel, takes forever to get undone or knots up. But I managed to do that through our live, which is fantastic. So you will see a lot of these skeins. It'll be part of a stash busting video coming up very soon. Now, all that video is me in here talking about your yarn, how you can do what I just did there. It takes you ages. You can do it in front of a TV, watching your show, whatever. And then I'll show you how I wind it up, which will probably go on silent because this room wants to use that winder. It is so loud. So you'll just hear some music in the background. Then I'll show you if you still have labels with it, what you can do with your labels, how you can either bag them or box them. And then I'll show you how you can actually upload that information to either Ravelry, because Ravelry, one of my friends, let's just say she might be here on my live today, she said, Mary, you should use Ravelry because with Ravelry, you can type in the dye lot of your yarn. It has like a yarn storage thing. You could type in where you put it, like I did with some of my yarn. I wrote Cleckheaton in those days. It was when she first told me Cleckheaton. I put the dye lot on it. I put the label, whatever, just typed it all in, and then I said top shelf to the left. Top shelf to the left. And in those days, I only had, I don't know, it was one little book stand. I didn't use all of this. And I used that and I thought, oh, wow. And then I thought, I need some Cleckheaton yellow. Do I have any? So I went over to Ravelry and checked it. Told me exactly where it was. So you can either use Ravelry or you can have the system that I'm using today, where I use either Word or Excel. I started using Excel, but I just find it too difficult to play with. That's just me because I just don't like boxes in front of me. I don't like to look at it, right? There's way too many. It just looks too much for me. This is a big page like this. You can make it shorter. It's better to use apparently, but I don't use it. And it works well if you're using numbers. So if you're saying I've got 20 skeins of 200 grams, it'll tell you you've got 180 grams because it'll tally it up for you. Like, it's really good that way, Excel. But I'm not very good with it. And I know Marty said to me the other day, it was a few weeks back actually, he said, let me know. I'll give you a bit of tips. I can tell you how to use it. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, now I have to get advice how to use Excel. I've used it. I did the course, the training and everything before I started working in the office. But I do despise using it. I literally do a box in Word, and it's so simple in Word. Text box, add a text box, and I do it. You can export your Ravelry to Excel. Yes, thank you, Sticky. So the lovely friend, she knows who she is. She mentioned Ravelry. She said, why don't you use it? A lot of people don't know that they can use it for this. So this was a while back that she mentioned it. She's on the live today. And I'm pretty sure she's on the live today. And I said, you're right. I should have it. And I did once with Cleckheaton when she told me. I thought, oh, how cool is this? How cool is this program right here in my face? And I have Ravelry, and I've had Ravelry for years and years, and I never used it. So maybe I can show you that on the computer as well, how to use that. It's so simple, and I'll show you how I use it for me. But I probably won't use it permanently, but I'm giving you the option whether you want to use it. I've got my own system now. I worked on Word, which I'm happy to show you as well. That doesn't mean you can use those systems. These are just ideas of what you can use if you wanted to do that sort of thing. But I'm loving the idea of stash busting right now. Popping everything in tubs, labeling them, and, using Ravelry to do it, or whatever it is system that we're going to use to do it. I'm going to do the two on the computer to show you, either Ravelry or my system, which that's fine for me, but it might not work for you. Ravelry is probably better because Ravelry, it's your account. You've got access to it. And as Sticky Stitch mentioned, you can actually export it to Excel, which is very interesting. I find that really interesting. I did not know that, Sticky. But I haven't done enough homework on Ravelry at all. I only used it once for that Cleckheaton yarn because I wanted to see what this lady was saying, and I thought, oh, how simple is that? Why have I not used this? And then I thought about it, said, no, I'm very fussy and I wanted my own way, and my own way doesn't always suit everyone else. So you may find Ravelry, which is very easy. I couldn't believe how easy it was to use Ravelry. Could not believe it. For that, I'm not sure what it's like with everything else, but for that, it was so easy to use. So I was very happy about that. Anyway, that's just something that'll come up in the stash busting in the video. You'll get to see that. You'll get to see how I store yarn, how I used to store yarn when I didn't have so much. This is all going to change. This is a big disheveled mess. That's an eyesore right now. I know it. It's all going to change where it'll all be either in the bag still, but it'll be wound up in their stash busting. And as I do the stash busting videos and things like that, you will see them all starting to line up here. And these are all going to be where the scrap yarn will be, because this year, even though it doesn't look like it now, was supposed to have been a scrap busting year. I'm going to hold it over too until next year as well. I think we're going to go right into July of next year, I think, for the scrap busting or stash busting, which means you're going to see a little bit of smaller projects come up, as well as our beautiful big vests and tops and jumpers and blankets. You will see all these normal things you see, but you're going to see little things that are going to help you get rid of all this yarn that you have on your shelf. And even yarn as small as that, and as you can see, I've been working on them because they're all on the table, yeah? They are all on the table. It's a big mess right now. I got stash over there, stash over here. So I've been winding them all up in the round ball, only because it's easier to wind. And then you'll laugh. Let me show you. You will laugh. I pop them in an old Tupperware container. I didn't buy anything new. I pop it in the Tupperware container. I pop a little knot on the tail, stick it on my yarn winder, and wind it up. And the ball just bounces around in the container. It doesn't go on the floor. And that's how I wind up my yarn. Then when I'm not winding up, I put all these little buttons that I bought recently and all the little knick-knackies that you see here. I've got a Band-Aids in there as well, which is probably what this cut is. I don't know what this cut is, but anyway, it happens. And I got lots of things. Oh, I put the pen in there by accident. And I got lots of things in the tub here. And it comes out when I'm winding up yarn. I use the tub for little buttons, little things like I just did with that cotton there. And so you will see all that when I do that stash busting video. And it's going to be a full video, so it'll probably be 20 minutes, half an hour's worth. I'll try to shorten it, if that, maybe shorten up the part with the winding where you see the start of the winding and then you see the end bit, maybe that kind of thing. But I will try and shorten it, yeah? I really enjoyed this. You can export. Yes, we've got all that. Guys, I'm going to take a drink and then we're going to talk about whether we're going to stay or go, because I think it's almost 2 hours. Cheers. Almost 2 hours, guys. I've been talking for 2 hours. I can feel my voice going down a bit when I talk too much for too long. Straight after this, I'll be sitting by myself for 2 hours, quiet. No noise, no talk, nothing. Because I need to rest the voice. I don't know how singers do it all the time when they're singing all the time. Not that I'm comparing myself to a professional singer. What? But I want to thank everyone for joining us today, guys. Remember, we are definitely getting this on Monday because it's recorded. I only have to record the last part where I say, right, let's slip stitch to join and let's weave in this end. That's pretty much all I have to do. I have another 4 rounds, between 2 and 4 rounds. I say that because let me show you the yarn. That's the yarn. I don't want to save it. I want to finish the whole thing. And I want to get as close to the end of this yarn as I can. If it turns out, which it might turn out to be like 20 grams left, I don't know whether I'll keep it. I'll probably throw it. I don't know. I'll think about it. I can use it in my stash busting video, but we'll see. I want to use all of that because this part of the top, I say just keep going until you run out of yarn. That's what I say. You're so close to breaking your live stream record, though. What was my live stream record? Do you remember, Kiki? I don't remember it. Was it 2 hours or was it 2 hours and 6 minutes, 10 minutes? Who remembers? Who remembers, guys? Does anyone remember? I don't know. I can't remember. And I'll just keep talking about what we're doing this week. So you're going to get the blue top this week. I'm hoping to get our vest out, the part 5 of the vest. I think it was 2 hours and 15 minutes. Oh, I don't think I'll stay that long. There's not much else to talk about, guys. I mean, I can sit here and talk about my life if you like, but that's pretty boring, trust me. You think it's exciting, but it's actually not. She sits on the couch and crochets all the time. And when she's not there, she's on the kitchen crocheting, kitchen table. When she's not there, she's in a coffee shop crocheting. When she's not there, she's in the library crocheting. But that's about it. Sometimes she borrows books. Sounds odd, but I do like to read as well, if you didn't know that. But it has been a while, so I need to put my hook down after we've done our big projects and read a book. Just one little one. I do have the book that my kids bought for me last year. Was part of. Oh, we are. Oh, we're disconnecting anyway, guys. It looks like we just disconnected for a few seconds anyway. So we're actually going to be on the way out anyway. It's called A Long Day's Journey into the Night. Long Day's Journey into the Night. A play written by Eugene O'Neill, and I read that in high school. Yeah, there was a glitch. It literally said you've reconnected. Yes, it did say that. And so I read that book in high school, and I wanted it, and they bought it for me, and I still haven't reread it. I want to read it all the time. I just love Eugene O'Neill's work. And I love plays because when you read a play, you kind of act out what he's saying. Well, I do anyway. You read it too. I love it, Sticky. It was one of my favorite. I just love it because it's a play. I like to read plays more than books because I literally like to act it out. That's probably why I do what I do because I love acting. Always loved it. Just didn't think I was, attractive enough for it when we were growing up. You had to have the beauty as well as the acting skills. Some of us just didn't have that extra bit. But I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you very much for watching and listening to me like that forever. Don't forget, guys, if you want to create your gorgeous poppy, the tutorial was uploaded yesterday or the day before. Yesterday. It was last night. It was about 9:30 or something last night, yeah? So you can create that and look after your heroes, if you will, some of the hidden ones that you don't hear about, yeah? Also, we are going to be we'll definitely be finishing our blue top this week. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will finish our vest on Friday. I hope so, but it's ready to go almost. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Mary. This is Wild Crochet Designs, and I'll see everyone at 4 p.m. Wednesday afternoon for our midweek live. Ciao for now. Marry that up with your country, by the way. My first graders love when we read a play. They are great. I know, right? We love plays. We can act. And thank you for joining us. I'll see everyone soon. Ciao for now.